Hi, this is John at Happy Wife Acres, and today I want to talk about spring honey and fall honey. So we have several hives. We harvest our own honey, and we harvest that honey twice a year. In July, we harvest the spring honey, and we pretty much take it all. Then they spend the rest of the summer making more honey, and they'll use that honey to live on through the winter. In the spring, the honey that's harvested, it's very light, and it tastes very light. But the honey that's harvested in the fall has a much darker and deeper flavor to it. What makes the fall honey darker is most of what they're harvesting is called goldenrod. A goldenrod, it's that tall weed that has a lot of yellow flowers all over it, and it just tends to give it a deeper flavor and a darker color. People either seem to really like or hate fall honey. It all depends on your taste, much like some people like dark beer, some people like light beer. We tend to like it. It's just another taste of honey. So I'm going to do a little taste test here. I've got 3 types of honey. This is the store honey. We had a little bit of that left over. It's Kroger. It says Clover Honey, U.S. Grade A from U.S., Canada, and Argentina. So if you're wondering where your honey comes from, well, even the packager doesn't know. It comes from all over. Then we have some of our spring honey, and finally some of our fall honey. So let's give a taste. So here's the first one, the store-bought honey. It tastes like honey, but I've tasted the other ones and I can tell you, this doesn't do anything for my mouth. It just sort of lays there and says, I am honey. This is our spring honey. Wow. It coats your tongue, wakes up your mouth, and says, I don't know if you've ever tasted me before, but I'm the real stuff here. This is honey. And finally, the fall honey. That is a deep flavor. It's almost a citrusy type of flavor, almost with a hint of molasses. I hate to say that in honey, but it is definitely a bolder honey flavor than you may be used to. I want to tell you a couple things about honey if you're not aware. One is it never goes bad. It has such a low moisture content, about 13%, that it doesn't spoil. So don't ever worry about if you're buying this year's honey, last year's honey. When you buy local honey, it's not heated, it's not pasteurized, it's not super filtered, it's lightly filtered so that you get a lot of that pollen. And that's generally what people want when they buy it. That pollen helps you with allergies, and so they want that in there. When you buy local honey, it's going to have kind of a cloudy color. But because of those particles, it does tend to sugar. And so you'll go to get some honey and it'll be real stiff. There's nothing wrong with it. All you need to do is to heat it up. What we do is we put it in a pan of warm water, don't boil it, and let it sit for a while. And all the sugars will mix again and it'll be just like when you bought it. We do have a few jars of the fall honey if you would like to try it. We have ample supplies of the spring honey, and when we are sold out of everything, we won't have any more until next July. I just wanted to talk for a few minutes about the difference between the spring and fall honey. If you'd like to try some of the fall honey, give us a call. Enjoy your honey, and we will see you soon on the homestead. Bye.